and 50% of your other wrist on the other side of his neck, because he has two sides here, okay? Ways to achieve this, all right, is if you have a seatbelt here, and I'm going for a rear naked choke, but he grabs with both arms. Notice my hand is perpendicular to his spine right now. It's not canting up, all right? Don't grab their gi upwards and then try to rip, because then you're cranking their throat, and you don't have 50% stops on the other side. His neck's still open here. So what you want to do is you want to, right now, you're going to grab here, you're going to feed lapel to your hand parallel. All right, parallel, so your biceps in, but your other side's not. So what we're going to do is we're going to achieve this cotton here, and we're going to pull this slack out and across. So now we have 50% cotton on one side of his neck, and his other side is going to be our wrist. My elbow is going to be pulling down and behind him, but you know when I walk, he can turn with me. Everybody see this? So there's 50-50 here. We need countersinking. So what we're going to do, the countersink are going to be three things. The first one is I can countersink with the other lapel. Under over, he tries to turn and he's going to sleep. All right, we're walking. The other countersink is under his elbow and behind his head. And the last one is going to be grabbing his knee. So this is what you're going to do to learn to do with your hands, okay? Because later on when we're applying this, we will be having the rear naked choke set in. With right here with hooks in. You will be having right here the one-arm choke. At 50-50 here. Set and pull. Block, chop, and lock it and set it in. Block, chop, and lock it when we learn what to do with our legs. Block, chop, and lock it with our legs. And then behind his head. But first let's figure out what do I do with this. And that's here. If you don't like the sequence of perpendicular and pulling the slack out and pushing the wrist in. All right, you can also preload your hand here and then take your lapel to it. There's two different ways of it. I find it easier doing this one. A big hug, get the lapel, because even if they put their hands in the way, I'm going to slowly pull across and I'm going to choke them with their fingers in the way too. Does everybody y'all see good over there? Last time, we're in our tight seat belt. Whether you go over, under, over. All right, that's personal preference off of your attacking or defending. You open your hand, you give that lapel to it. You pull the 50% cotton on one side, put your wrist 50% on the other side, and you're basically slowly applying wrist inward to his neck and elbow down. And then we're going to countersink, pull down, spin around, pull up and trap around, and then grab his knee. Right here, and if you need the bow and arrow, you can apply it like this. But we're just trying to apply pressure here. Okay?